little delay.
Yes. So hello everyone. Welcome back to, what are we calling this?
Couples Connect.
Couples Connect with Lamont and Art. Let me go ahead and share and like all this right now so that everyone who's watching can see. If you are logged in, it's a Friday night, you're hanging out, you're bored, it's quarantine, you're not doing anything, so you're hanging out with us, right? So look, many of you know that I am a dating coach and a matchmaker, but a lot of folks don't know that I am also, I do virtual and in-person couples counseling. Are there any couples watching? You think we got some?
Of course, there's plenty of couples.
You think there are plenty of couples watching?
Contrary to what people say, there are plenty of couples. Some will say, no, but there are plenty of couples.
Like what, they might be dating. If you got quarantine bait, is that a couple?
No.
No, we don't. No quarantine bait.
No quarantine bait. No, absolutely not.
What defines a couple, though?
A couple is two people. They are two people,
okay,
of course, that work together to accomplish the goal of friendship. They work together to accomplish the goal of companionship. They work together to accomplish the goal of sexual satisfaction.
Sexual satisfaction. Well, I don't know if they can hear you, so make sure they can hear you. Say that again.
Sexual satisfaction. Yes. Friendship, companionship, sexual satisfaction.
All right. So if any of you all fall in that category and you got another person, would the two of you all do that? We want you to join us tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually type in the live feed. If you want to join us live on Facebook, only if you're daring, right? What you're going to do is I'm going to put a link in the feed. It's a Zoom feed, and you can come on the Facebook Live and join us.
Come on, let's talk.
Let's have
some fun. We had some fun last Friday, and we're looking for some fun tonight. We're all about fun.
What kind of fun you talking about?
We are on Facebook. We're not on Twitter.
We're not on Twitter. It's the OnlyFans. So look, I'm typing in now for you. I got my little computer over here on this side. The way it's going to work is, if you come on, we're going to ask them some questions. We have some questions about you, your relationship, kind of like how well you might know your partner, or like to be insightful about your relationship. So if you have, we call them cojones, if you got guts, if you got
balls,
that I want you to go and click on the link. I want you to listen. I'm gonna post the link again for you all.
Talk to us. Don't be afraid to share your man. We're not sharing.
Wait a minute.
I don't mean share like that, but
so
show people who you love. Talk about the person that you're involved with, that you spend time with, the person that you share friendship, the person that you share companionship with, and sexual satisfaction with.
Stuck on that one. Yes. So if you're a couple, we want to make sure that you are watching. Hey, Lamar, we see you. And I also saw, who else did I see? I saw Chris is watching.
Hey, Chris.
Jonathan. Warren from last week. Hey, y'all did a good job. They did a good job, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we almost forgot the most important thing, right? We are cocktailing tonight. So if you're Friday night, grab your drink. Oh, look, little matching little glasses, the L and the A. How cute. So if you got some couples who are watching, you want to come on, ask questions, let us know. Wait, I see we got one couple. Let's see who this, hold on. I think we got one. Let's see. Let's see who this couple is. Let's see. I'm always surprised that people actually call in on a Friday night to ask questions. Who's this person?
So we're looking for couples. Hey!
We came to win. I don't know what to do.
I was like, wait, I only see one person.
I know, right?
It's not that type of
I had
show.
to dip off for a second. So it was good.
I had to
Yeah.
compose myself.
Uh-oh, this one's cocktail.
What does the hat say? Don't be a Richard. Oh, Richard.
You see that, right?
Don't be like him. Don't be like him. Don't be like him.
See what I have to deal with?
So how does this work?
Well,
Anybody know other
thanks for
couples?
joining us.
No
Thanks
problem.
for joining us. Do us a favor. Go ahead and rename yourself on Zoom because I can see. Oh, I see Ricky and Chuck. Hey, Ricky and Chuck.
I'm trying to transition out of the black. I'm 40 years old. So like,
Well, go ahead. I know you know Art, so go ahead and tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do. Tell us your love story.
okay. All right. Well, I'm Chuck.
I'm Richard.
And we're a couple. We've been together 10 years now. We've been married for 3. I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia, but live in New York. Hey, 2 up, 2 down.
We had some Richmond from last time.
Yeah.
I'm a Bronx rat, New York, born and raised.
Yeah. So what we do 9 to 5, we work in the same company at an insurance company. I'm in the finance department, and Ricky's in the IT department. But we also own our own vodka brand, which is Lambda Vodka. And
I like Lambda Vodka.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Check us out at info@lambdavodka.com. Our social
Info
media,
Atlanta. Okay.
right? Social media for Lambda Vodka is Drink Lambda Vodka. And then as soon as the pandemic, COVID-19 is over with, we will be opening the Lambda Lounge in Harlem, New York. So that's Harlem's very own LGBTQ plus lounge. 7 days a
There
week.
you go. There you go. There you go.
The only one for us, so that's pretty dope.
It is. Yes, that is. dope.
I think we pretty covered us.
Y'all need to let the love story. They want to do
That. Okay.
that.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk.
We'll let you go.
All right.
Ricky, what's your love story?
We met through a mutual friend, like most people do, or off a Jack.
Okay.
We
He's
didn't
a
meet off Jack, but you know, I understand.
No judgment.
No
There you go.
judgments. No judgments.
Oh, love it. Love it.
Yeah, but we met through a mutual friend. That's basically how I went. We've lived together ever since we got together. So It's been 2 years living together, up under each other.
2 years?
What was it?
You said 2 years.
No, I said living together, up under each other for 10 years.
Oh. Okay.
10 years. Yeah.
I mean, that's
I thought he
we.
said 2 as well.
Thank you.
Did I say 2 years? But yeah, it's been a long time. We live and breathe each other every single hour of the day. We work together, we live together, we own 2 businesses together.
Woo!
Play together.
We talked about people like you, and not in a negative way. Just we were just saying it takes a great balance, and it takes 2 strong individuals to be able to accomplish that. So
I definitely agree with it. And it's so funny. We talk to a lot of couples who aren't, I guess you would say, as seasoned as us and want to start to venture out into business together. As you kind of can tell by the relationship, you know, focus on the 2 of you first before you go into this, because being in business with somebody always has to be the boss. And then nobody likes to be told what to do, especially in a relationship. Right.
And we are 2 Aries. If that isn't enough, we are 2 Aries with 3 days apart. So don't ask me how this works.
Wow. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
This
rough.
one thinks he's in charge.
That's that Virginia stuff, Art. That's right. You better be in charge.
I try to be submissive sometimes.
I don't believe that at all.
What you say?
I don't believe that at all.
I definitely can see you trying to be communicative and understanding on your part.
You know, I smile a lot, but I got a strong personality.
Yeah.
Trust me, I don't deny that either.
Let me tell you, people look at him and they think, he's such a cute little innocent guy.
You gotta beat them. They don't act like
Yeah.
You gotta beat them. That's the only way to make it work. You gotta beat them.
All right, look. We're getting off. Y'all about to have it.
I know, right? Act it out. Like him.
Okay, so we got to ask y'all some questions. We got to stick to the topic, okay?
Right. I'll ask the question first.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Yeah.
We said we're going to go every other question.
Yes, go ahead.
See, trying to be in charge. So the way it works is we're going to ask you questions, and we want both of you to respond. Sometimes we might ask you a question where we want you to look at each other, and then you have to ask the question, okay?
Okay.
So you have to answer the question. If you don't answer the question, you have to take a shot, or you have to tell a funny joke, okay?
Oh, Jesus. I'm just going to be taking shots.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Nah. These are about you. It's about you all.
Right.
Yeah.
And listen, so I think you all said you all work, live, everything together. So this first question is perfect, okay? So I want you all to tell me the last time your partner has pissed you off and turned you on.
Last time you pissed me off.
There's so much to choose from.
It wasn't, so our relationship kind of intertwines personal and business. So it was a business situation with speakers in the lounge. And Ricky is one of those people where I could be right on paper, in spirit, everywhere, and he's going to say no to any type of suggestion that I bring to the table. So I wanted to keep the speakers up that we have, and he said no. So that was a situation where you really pissed me off.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn me on. So I would have to say, when we sit at the bar, he ignores me. Like, I don't know what it is about that. It's just like, so it's just like, whatever.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, when you've been together so long and you've been up under each other for so long, it's the separation that's actually hot. It's the separation that brings you together. Because we're constantly up under each other.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, I'll send him away, like DC, go see your friends, go to Virginia, so when we get back together, that's dope. So
he called it damage control.
Damage control. Get the hell out of the house.
It's like, okay, so I can miss you and long for
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
So when we're in the bar, it's like we're not up under each other and everything. So I think, I agree. That's probably
okay. Nice. So how about for you, Ricky? Tell me one time that he's pissed you off, and
He
how
always pisses me off.
Turned you off. Give us an example.
It always pisses me off. He can be a bit of a dick. I don't know if you know that, Art, but your boy is a bit of a dick.
Thanks, Art.
You say that about me too. It's okay.
I'll take it.
He could be a little condescending.
In exact times, because he can never quote a time. So
it's so hard because it's so many times that this is.
Okay.
You gotta get your facts together.
So how does he turn you on? Tell us, what did he do to turn you on?
Oh, he always does, no matter what he does, because he's so aggressive, and I like that.
So you know what? You gave us too vague.
Come on, aggressive.
I call him a dick, but it's not really a part of him. It's actually a characteristic in him that I like the most.
Ricky, you gave us two vague responses. Take a shot.
I did.
Take a shot.
And that's how it is when we argue. I need facts. I need specific situations. And you can't give it. See? Look.
I need an exact date. Otherwise, it's not valid.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Which one of your partner's friends don't you trust? Let's start with Ricky.
I know who you're gonna say.
Sharif.
Really? Yeah.
your name.
Only,
I thought he was gonna be like,
only because he is. Only because.
I thought they were gonna take a shot.
Oh, y'all done started some shit now.
You been waiting to say that one.
Wait, no, we gotta keep
this ain't the new challenge. Get the camera out of my face.
It's not anything that Sharif has done. It's just that he is the person closest to Black. That's the only reason why.
Okay.
If I see him
You know we have to do
being close with someone on an intimate, it would be Sharif because that's the person he's the closest with. That's the only reason why. Sharif has never done anything, but if he were to leave me, it would probably be for Sharif.
That's my sister.
Okay, wait a minute. No incest here. No incest.
Y'all got me crying over here.
No incest. Okay,
Chuck, your turn.
Black. Chuck, I'm sorry.
I would have to say, so Ricky is still friends with his ex. And I don't really it's not that, like you said, it's not that I don't like him, but I don't trust the relationship. So
Okay.
that nigga got to go.
Oh, they left us. You're gone.
Put $1 in the jar.
I knew I was gonna be the one.
Oh,
$1 in the jar.
too early.
Disclaimer.
I need like.
Listen.
Sorry,
You
y'all.
up, you down.
It's just in me. Is it pre-recorded?
This is live, bro. This is live.
Lord. Next question.
Okay.
Another question.
I got one more question.
One more question. Hold on to your hat.
Okay, get both your hats. There you go. So turn and look at each other. Turn and look at each other in the eyes and say, what are my sexiest qualities?
You gotta say it.
What
What are my sexiest qualities? Together? Or?
We got
However
this
you
all
want.
wrong, don't we?
However you want.
I think your lower body is the sexiest part of you. Your legs, you thick down body.
Thick down below.
I love it.
This,
It's his personality. It's your personality.
Oh.
It's sexy to me. It's his personality. Sitting there right here. Chuck is dope.
Oh.
I can agree.
Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. There you go. Ah!
He's dope. I give him L, but he dope.
Cheers to that.
So listen, good job for being the first one. Good job. I got someone else that's another couple trying to call in. You all want to stick around?
Yeah, why not? We'll see what they talk about.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
All right,
I'll
we'll see.
drop some
I
bombs on us.
got like a waiting room. I see. Okay.
Cool,
So
cool.
just mute yourself. And if you want to ask them a question, I'll let you know. But mute yourself so it's not too much background, okay?
Awesome.
Let's see who's joining us now. That was hilarious. Yeah. Hopefully Ralphie's not watching. Everybody can be like, who is he? Let's see. Oh, we got
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
How are y'all?
Hello, how's it going?
Wonderful. We good.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes, very well.
Good.
Smile at us, please. Say hello.
Look, I have RPS. I was born with it.
So thanks for joining us. Tell us who you are, where you're from. Tell us your love story.
I'm Jeremy. I'm from Okinawa, Japan, a military brat. I guess our love story. We met on OkCupid.
Well, I gotta tell mine first.
No, we got to go straight to love story. But then this is Daryl. Who are you, Daryl?
I'm Daryl Tyson. I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, aka Duval County. It's horrible, but I'm from there. And literally 29-year-old guy. We both live here in New York City. And yeah, you want to go to our love story now?
This is the love story.
We met on OkCupid.
Yeah. So New York is in the house. The other couples in New York too.
Okay, wait, which borough are you guys in?
Let's hold on. Let me unmute them for you. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Unmute.
We in the Bronx. We're in the Bronx.
I'm in the Bronx too.
Look, what are y'all next door? Where are y'all at in the Bronx?
We on like way uptown, like 202nd Street.
Oh, okay, y'all a little farther. We're at 180th.
Okay, not too far.
Ain't too far. Right, 2 train stops away. Y'all,
Right.
y'all on the green line?
The like in that area, we like close to the D, but like the 4 train is like literally
right
a block away.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
You walk any direction.
Right.
Yeah, that ain't
Oh, yeah.
that.
Well, no.
I
Like,
say y'all close to the D.
but you know what? That's like a known joke here for that. So, like literally.
Hey.
Right.
All right, okay. Back to you all. What's your love story? Tell us. How did y'all meet?
All right. So, I guess I'll tell my side of this. So basically, we met on OkCupid, back in 2015, on August. So literally before I met him, about 3 or 4 or 5 months before that, like I was going through a breakup. And in that moment of going through a breakup, I just went through this whole phase of deciding that, you know what, I'm just going to date around /hoe. And that's basically what happened. And so I got to a point where I started like going through this whole spiritual thing in my life. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to take like some steps in my life and realize that I'm sanctified. I'm not here for this mess or whatever. It sounds crazy, but and like literally, I just happened to get on OkCupid after being bored for 2 whole months. And like, I just I was talking to another guy before him, and me and this guy was like clicking. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, I see this going somewhere. But then it was like something happened in that moment where I kind of realized that maybe you're not the person for me. And then he just happened to reach out to me. And literally once he reached out to me, I was about to delete the account, but then I just started talking to him, and then, yeah, the rest is history. So now we're together.
I think he has a different side, a different version.
Yeah, a little bit of a different side. So when we did meet, everything he said was true up to that point. But I remember our first date. He had just had surgeries, and he walked up on me, and he looked so broken. I'm like, do you need to sit down? Like, his hair was crazy. He had like these orthopedic shoes and a cane. And I was like, this is not what I signed up for. And I had no intention of ever talking to this man ever again. But the whole date, he just captivated me with the conversation. We had a lot of fun. One of my favorite things is he reminded me a lot of like my family, because I have siblings in Florida. My parents are in Chicago, all over. And
fun fact, his middle brother have the same birthday and year as me. Like we were born the same year, so it's like crazy.
And my uncle has the same name, so it's very interesting. But so yeah.
So y'all related somehow? Like y'all cousins?
No.
Oh no.
I guess I wanted to make sure. Okay. All right. All right, so look, do you all have like a business or something you want to shout out? Or
Yes, actually. So I do have this thing that I just relaunched on my behalf. So I have an Instagram page called Daryl's Playlist. So it's based upon music that's catered to a lot of underground artists that don't really get the shine that they deserve. Because, you know, mainstream music, everybody focuses on your Beyoncé's and Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallions. But, you know, you rarely hear about these underground musicians that is just as good. So the Daryl's Playlist Instagram page is basically like, you know, posting new playlists, whether it's alternative music or if it's R&B and hip hop, just underground artists that you never heard of that's super dope. So I try to give them light and make like different playlists. And then of course, like there's people that want me to create playlists for like their events and stuff like that. I do that as well. So
you got some neighbors who got a little spot.
Yeah.
You can do a playlist with them.
Make you a bomb playlist. Just tell me what you went to and I got you.
There you go. Shout out the page again.
Is Daryl's _playlist on Instagram.
There you go. Good.
DARYLES _ playlist.
He's looking at it now. He's looking it up now.
I'm a little old, so give me some time.
You are not old.
Older.
Let him know.
Okay, so look, we got this game we're playing where we're gonna ask you all questions.
Okay.
You have to answer the question. If not, you gotta take a shot or tell us a funny joke.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so my first question is, and you both have to respond to this.
Okay.
If you could pick one thing that your partner has, is that your partner, boyfriend, husband? What do you say?
We're actually engaged.
Oh, fiance. There you go. There you go. Okay, I'll ask you the question that people. When's the wedding? I hate when people ask me that question.
No, not. It's a great question. A couple of things recently happened in our life. Like we moved back to Florida, and then we came back. We wanted to get married November 7th this year, but with all these changes, coronavirus, like I think we're thinking.
Y'all should have a virtual wedding.
Right.
We
made that
actually did make a joke about that.
But I'm sorry. I've always wanted to get married, and so I've always envisioned my wedding. So I don't know if I can make it virtual. Big or small isn't a thing for me, but I've just always wanted a wedding.
There we go.
I still
Great.
want a lit reception too, so you know.
For what?
I said I want a lit reception. I want all my peoples there. You know, we have the name and all this stuff. So yeah.
Okay. So good. All right. So if you could pick one thing that your fiance has, what would it be? One thing about your fiance that he has that you would want.
I want his sense in fashion. He's been dressing me for years. I can't. And I'm happy for it, but it's not me. I'm simple. I'll have on all black and just walk around all day if it was up to me.
Well, thank you. Oh my God, that's a tough question. I will say like the knowledge that he has on a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to like scientific things. For one, he's really big on technology. So I have to give that to him. Like every time it comes to like certain stuff I don't understand, I always pull him for it. But yeah, I guess his brains.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay, you got a question for them?
I absolutely do.
Exactly.
If you could change one thing about your partner to improve your relationship, what would it be?
I like to go first on that. So one thing that I will change about him is his sarcasm, because every time we have like an issue between us and I try to explain like from the bottom of my heart, it's always well, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually being sincere and you're like making me feel bad. He's really good at sarcasm. It's kind of crazy. Like I would love him to use that other people when it comes
What's
to
your sign?
we're both Virgos.
Oh.
And our birthdays are literally 5 days apart. So it's like, one thing I will say.
3 days apart.
Really? Wow.
They're Virgos. Wow, okay.
One thing
Aries, 3 days. 3 days apart.
Yeah, that's my best friend, Aries. I love Aries.
But yeah, like one thing I will say that like with his sarcasm, it's kind of a reality check for me because of how I used to be with like my siblings and stuff like that. And my sister did tell me, she was like, this is payback from how you do us. And so I see it, but I don't like it. So I really hate, I just want him to get rid of that.
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
For a deal, I would change is, I guess we kind of have it in common, but he's stubborn, and it takes so much to. I know I'm stubborn as well, but he has a different type. It's different.
Really?
He'll get stubborn about something, even if you give him a fact, he's stuck on what he said, and I'm very factual. So, but I'm giving you all the proof, and he's like, no. And then it takes him like forever later, and then he'd be like, well, I guess I can see what you meant. Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I'm back to facts though.
Chuck and Ricky are like, all right, so good. I got one more question. Y'all ready for this one?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So turn and look at each other.
Yes.
Look into each other's eyes. And you have to repeat after me, okay?
Oh.
All right.
You're like,
I'll wait for what you're gonna say.
okay, you ready? Don't look at me. I'm not in this. Y'all can fight afterwards, okay?
You get your shot glasses ready. That's how
Say, which one of my friends
Which one of my friends You gotta say it too.
Which one of my friends
would you want to sleep with?
would you want to?
Which you want to sleep with? All right.
Oh, I have to think about that. But
Don't answer that.
Don't answer that.
Like, don't ain't.
So I feel like you're gonna talk about it, and I probably said this to him in general, and I don't want
they're not watching this.
No, even though I don't have a problem answering those kind of questions, but I don't think I would never actually do it. But the reason why is I'm gonna tell you. I gotta give you the reason
We
first.
just want a name. We don't want to know. Good thing.
So I like the wild bad boy in him. Laquan. Oh, I like Laquan. He's just like, but I wouldn't actually sleep with him.
He's my best friend that I fight with all the time.
Hold on, what'd you say?
No, it's not.
Laquan.
But it's just honest to answer. I mean, it's just I like the grunt that I don't have. I didn't grow up. I grew up very structured, and Laquan is very like wild and like free.
I gotta make notes to keep them apart. So
Right.
I mean, on my behalf,
If Tia was a boy.
no,
No, let him. He got this. He'll help.
I'm trying because he has a lot of friends. So like, what's the light skinned dude, Miller?
Oh, I can see that.
Miller's cute.
He is.
I'll do him.
I do him.
Literally because yeah, that's my answer, Miller.
Yeah, but I wouldn't actually have sex with one though. But if I had to make a choice, like yes, I do.
I was getting paid. No.
Good job. Look, Chuck and Ricky. Do you got a question for them? You want to ask them a question?
You got any questions for him? I don't have any questions, but it was really great to meet y'all. Like he said, I don't know if y'all were listening to our interview, but we're opening a location and we might be able to
I did
work together as far as the playlist. I think that's pretty dope.
There you go.
Thank you.
So Daryl and Jeremy, y'all gonna stick around?
Yeah, we'll stick around for a bit.
All right, let me add this next couple I see calling in. Just make sure you mute your phone or unmute it if you want to ask the question, okay?
Got you.
Uh-oh, I see somebody. Let's see. I see one. I see two. Hey!
Hey!
He's like, hey!
Hold on.
Ready. He's like, I wasn't ready. Get in the screen so we can see both of y'all.
All right, we setting up. All right, here you go.
How y'all doing?
We're good. We're good.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Good. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what's your love story.
Well, okay. Well, I'm Ralphie, and I'm from Baltimore/Miami. Been together for 5 years. We met through a mutual friend named Jack.
Wow.
Look, I'm trying to match single guys, but Jack is just killing me.
Yeah, it's an interesting story.
Well, actually, I was catfished by someone using his pictures for a year, and that was on Facebook. And that happened for a year in 2009, and then he hit me up on Jack in 2011. I'm like, hey, how are you? It's been a while. And he's like, I don't know who the heck you are. Who are you, fool?
Right. He was like dead ass too. Like he was like not trying to believe that it was me. I was like, no, this is me. Like, what you know it is me. Like, well, you come down to the mall that I'm at right now and show me that you him.
Exactly.
And then he passed out, and then when he woke up,
You can pick him up off the floor.
No, we were friends for like 4 years, and then we got together like
May 20th is our 50th anniversary, so it's coming up.
5 years next week.
Oh, around the corner. There you go. So what do you call each other?
Partner.
Yeah.
That's my partner.
Nice.
I'd like to be equal.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Equality.
terms around. We don't really, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I to you? Oh yeah, we did make it official. We're fiance. We used to call him like, hey, that's my intended, but we're
You'll be true.
Right?
So, yes, I'm not gonna embarrass you right now.
He's my fiance.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Get off my head.
So many.
So, where do you all live?
In Atlanta.
Where Atlanta is,
Atlanta,
right? Okay.
okay.
You all get like a business or organization or any causes you want to shout out?
Well, I am on Bego. You can follow me. That's gonna be speakup_Eric. Speakup_E. I'm sorry, just E. Speakup_E. Follow me on Bego. I'm gonna be doing a lot of motivational things, speaking, telling my story, and trying to get people motivated about living life.
I know. I think I've seen some of your stuff, which I love. So yes,
Thank you.
Shout her out again so people can they can hear it and they can see it.
It is speakup_Eric. Follow me.
Speakup_E.
E. You right. E. Me. I'm E.
Say it again.
Speakup_E.
Okay, good. All right, so we're playing this game, as you see. We're going to ask you all random questions.
I'll start.
You gonna start?
Oh, come on in.
Okay, so how would you describe your partner's relationship with money?
Who go?
Both of y'all. Both.
Me, frugal.
Your partner.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right.
Love
So, it's a badge of honor for me.
His.
All right. So Eric is, I don't know. It's not that he's frivolous with money. He's very generous. He'll give until he ain't got none.
I'll give everything.
Right.
I'm working on it. I can't give everything. I'm not for everybody.
That's my take on it.
Like he's a little frugal, but he is very good with managing, handling, recording, and taking care of money. Nothing goes unchecked.
What you need this for?
Every penny is accounted for. I'm serious. For both of us. He makes sure that mine is it's crazy. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like that's me. I have a whole Excel spreadsheet for the next 12 months. What
about 5 of them.
3 years worth of financial household data on my Excel spreadsheet. Right.
I even got a pivot table. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Well, you know about a pivot table.
I know. I'm an executive assistant.
Oh, see, there you go.
I know I do too. Yeah.
All right, good. So my next question is, what is the biggest sacrifice that your partner might have made that your partner may not have acknowledged?
I gotta be honest. Okay. All right. So, well, he acknowledged.
Speak up. E.
Underscore E. But no. I think that. Okay. Well, my partner is HIV positive, and he's also bipolar. And as much as he does to mitigate, the dynamic of that, sometimes I feel like he's at a disadvantage because he's on one end and I'm on the other. And so having to understand what it's like to deal with the fallout of that, even though I think he's done a great job managing it, sometimes it's after the fact and it's like, all right, well, now that it's happened, I see it happened and I'm sorry. And he does a great job of I'm sorry. And I usually enjoy I'm sorry. But in the moment when it's happening, he's unaware.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like, I think that would be it. That would be it. Sometimes I just want to like hot. I'd be like,
yes.
Say it again?
Okay. I said deep breath. You gotta take deep breaths,
right.
Ralphie.
Right. And I gotta ask him.
How about for you?
Repeat the question.
Okay, Zia, same question for you. So, what is the biggest sacrifice that you might have had to make that Ralphie has not acknowledged?
That I have made, and it's not that he don't acknowledge it. Sometimes I feel like it's not represented the way I would want it to be.
My acknowledgement is underwhelming.
The amount of strides that I did make to, be to the amount of work it takes for me to keep us successful on my end, and how constant I have to work on it, because being bipolar, I don't know, and now I'm trying to find little things to let me know, oh, this is happening, and trying to pay attention more now that I know that it's there. And it doesn't happen as often now that I'm in care. So it is that I make so many strides, and sometimes I feel like it's not acknowledged and not said.
To the degree that
Look, I want to thank you both. Give him a hug, for both of you all. Yeah, give him a hug.
And we social justice.
That it's you all being transparent. Yeah. It's real. And it's shit that couples have to manage. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this game is to show couples how we actually navigate relationships. And sometimes it's not always pretty. People like, oh, we're the power couple. We do X, Y, and Z. No, behind closed doors, he gets on my nerves. Right? And that's a part of relationships.
Yeah.
I love showing, different aspects of couples, and also I do couples counseling. So I wanted to put this out there so that if couples need some type of resources or support, that they can reach out to me through our website, which is Better Way to Meet, and be like, hey, Lamont, let's chat about relationships. So
awesome.
That's great. Thank you. Our community needs it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, so you got the next question.
The next question.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, so you have to face each other.
Okay.
If we had children, how would that change our sex life?
If what?
We having children though.
No children.
No. If the question says, if we had children, how would that change our sex life?
If we had children, how would that change our sex life?
No way at all. We still go to bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. It ain't going nowhere.
I mean,
other things may happen. That ain't changing. It don't matter anywhere else we go.
I don't really see how. I really don't see how that would change. If anything, my child would learn quickly from home what it is, and be, to learn from the street what it is.
We teach them. We're gonna teach them the right things.
Right. I mean, who didn't grow up?
That's probably why
who ain't heard their parents one time.
That's what I'm like.
But that's probably why we're not having kids.
Because we love kids. We love kids. We love kids.
We used to hear, growing up, my parents, we used to hear, there's 6 of us. So.
Yeah, you probably heard your parents and your siblings. Like,
Do any of the other couples have children? No. So we have teenagers, and yes.
Oh wow.
It's different.
Wow.
Go to bed.
Right. Hypothetically same. Yeah.
Nice. So Daryl and Jeremy, did you all have a question for Ralphie or for Eric?
Well, I have a question because I know we're both from New York and y'all are in Atlanta. Have y'all been here before?
I'm from New York City.
Oh, okay. I missed that part. But so how do you think like the dating life is different in New York versus in Atlanta?
I've never found it to be different anywhere in the world. Humans are the same everywhere, and they do the same things. Everybody said, they make it seem so different, and I really don't see a difference. I've been turned down in Atlanta and in New York. I've been on bad dates in Atlanta and New York, and everybody's always wanted sex in Atlanta and New York, and everywhere else on all the other continents and everywhere else.
I agree with you, Eric. I agree 100%. People always say,
100%.
"Oh, you can't find nobody in Atlanta." I feel like it's the same. I mean,
It is.
And all the people who are in New York have been in Atlanta or Atlanta, they've been in LA or, you know, I think it's like there's certain cultural nuances that you'll find in different cities or whatever. But as far as like an overarching experience, it's pretty much going to be very similar. I lived in 8 cities by the time I was 25, and it was a difference when because I was in the military or whatever. So I, did experience different dating in Miami than I did in Atlanta, and then a difference from Atlanta from New York. That was years ago, and it does change as pop culture evolves and everything like that. It changes, but I don't see it being like a stark difference.
Right.
I mean, the only difference for me,
if you're dating within the same race.
Right.
The difference for me was that the
Very
transportation, you got to catch a train here in New York, and then down south you got to drive. So if you see on like Jack or like,
I used to have on my Jack page like drive. I can't put your ass.
I'm gonna catch this train all the way over there.
Our only host.
I'm telling you, Jack is taking me out of business. I'm telling you, better way to meet you, trying to connect guys, but Jack is just trying to help guys, and do that too.
I was never on the apps before.
It's hard for me to believe, but it's true.
what did you say?
I'm happy I'm not on the apps anymore.
Right, but I would say I've never used the apps before. Like,
Never.
right?
Really?
No.
What kept you off of it?
Yeah.
Well, I came out when I was 19.
How old are you now?
I'm 29 now.
Okay.
I came out when I was 19, and I don't know, it's just, there's nothing kept me off of them. I just was never on it. Me and my brothers lived together, so I didn't really like have sexual partners or anything like that in the house until I got older and more confident with that. But I don't know. I just never was on it.
So you're 29. How old is your partner?
30.
Oh, I'm 28. How old am I?
How old am I?
I'm 29, so I'm 28. He's 29.
I'm going 30.
Your partner said he was. So what about Ricky and Chuck? How old are you guys?
I'm 39.
38.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're the same age. I'm 37.
33.
And no one here looks it. That's great.
Right.
This lighting is good.
That good melanin.
Right? Ralphie and Eric, I have a question for y'all.
Yes.
Okay.
So I know you expressed that you were bipolar. When did you express that to your partner, and how did that affect your relationship? Because I know that's something very serious that, at the beginning, it can kind of either make or break the relationship.
Well, I found out through the relationship that I was bipolar.
Okay, all right.
People don't realize that when you get in a relationship, it puts you in a mirror, and your partner will tell you who you are, especially if they love you, and they'll tell you the truth about who you are. And he would say, "Why you snapping?" I'd be like, "I don't understand what that means. That's not even who I am. I'm so nice. I'm nice to everyone." And he's like, "No, you." I'm like, "I don't understand what you mean. I didn't get it for maybe a year and a half, 2 years." And then he was like, "This is not right. Something's wrong." And I'm like,
So
"Okay, let me go."
I staged an intervention with my best friend who has PTSD.
He's on the live actually. Hey, Colton.
Hey, Carlton. And we discussed how the best approach, Eric, because I got to the point where I felt like I was walking in a minefield.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And so when we had the conversation, he agreed to, talk to Eric with me, and we got Eric on the three-way. We talked or whatever, and talked about the benefits of getting care and acknowledging that there might be a problem. I mean, when you walk out of an appointment with a doctor, you haven't lost anything if there's nothing wrong. If there's something wrong, you have an opportunity to have a better quality of life. And so
Our relationship
decided to go ahead and do it.
Our relationship has done like a 3 Like,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. And now I just said it before we even came up here. I still have little spells. It's so different. Like they're so different that I don't even notice them almost. And he doesn't feel it now. He doesn't even get in it.
I know it's happening.
He knows that I'm in it.
I know it's
He knows that I'm
happening.
in it, but he's not getting the brunt of it.
He's very aware of when he is taking his frustration with whatever mood he's in or whatever disequilibrium, his, chemical imbalance, whatever is in, he's aware when it's impacting me more than he's ever been.
Yeah.
And so he is also on meds, and there's no shame in that, so, and it's a challenge to keep up with, when you're taking multiple medications. Again, he's HIV positive. So
Damn,
he's
you
taking
telling all my business.
We're transparent. We're
I
transparent.
think you all talked about what you can and cannot talk about beforehand.
No, this is fine. He's
all over
being
it.
extra. but yeah, so we partner in his care.
Yeah.
And
all of the care.
And yeah, all of the care. And but I think that there's like this stigma on mental health, especially in the Black community,
It's
that
important.
it needs to be,
Addressed immediately.
Yes.
It's driving people crazy and leading to bad places, death, and other families hurt because of death. And it's to go get help, go talk to somebody, let your mother talk to somebody, and her mother too, because everybody needs to talk to somebody. My head is so clear now. I ain't got it.
But I mean, I definitely agree, because, in the Black community, and, I'm from the South, and, it's always, have a talk with Jesus. And sometimes that's not always the correct approach. And God speaks to people. So like, I definitely commend y'all on, taking the steps to find out what the issue is.
We definitely
Thank you. That was an amazing
Thank
question.
you.
Yeah, definitely got to pray and seek counseling. I was reading some of the comments, and Chris was saying that your relationship, sometimes your partner will show you who you are. It's kind of like putting a mirror up in front of you, and it can be a lot of things. And sometimes you're like, ooh, yeah, that is me. Like, because if you're with someone all the time, you have to let your guard down, and your true self comes out. I think sometimes we go out to work and everything we do, people might see one side of us, but when you get home, you get tired.
Yeah.
Let the hair out, and your partner's like, ooh, this is.
And it's a shock too, because especially I was single for like 5 years before we got together.
That's not true. That is not true. You gonna lie on the camera?
I was single for 5 years before we.
No. He had a boyfriend. Y'all broke up the month before.
That was 5 years before him.
Honey.
Yeah.
No, that was right. That was
you name dropping and everything. Oh my God. What's wrong
Tonight
with you? Okay. Anyway, I was single long enough to know that I was comfortable with the image that I had with myself, right? And the impact that I would make on other people. And I was familiar with my idea of self. And when I got with him, it was like, okay, now I'm starting to see, like you said, that mirror's going up, and I'm starting to see different things. He's telling me things that I'm not used to hearing about myself. And then it was like a process of acceptance, like, okay, I can be condescending. Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm not what I thought I looked like. And I think that that is a challenge for, especially in the gay community, we have so many insecurities, and we go into these relationships expecting that this person's going to fix us, right? And they actually show us who we are, and we're not ready to accept the image of how we're being represented in that space. And I think that, having people like you who minister, how to facilitate love in a gay romantic relationship is so important, and just being able to be open to what your partner has to say.
Right.
Can I ask you something? Is Ralphie right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think people go into relationships thinking that another person can fix them? Why do you? Because a lot of times people they get in relationships. I give you an example. Sometimes people don't tell their parents that they're gay. They wait until they find a partner to tell their parents that they're gay. You know, a lot of times they want to be identified with someone else before they want to see their true self. Why do you think that is?
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, to me, I feel like it's very. I'm sorry, say that again.
That was a really good point that you brought out. You know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that insecurities, regardless of the form that they take, it's a similar response. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people hide what they're afraid of. People suppress their emotions, and they feel shame or whatever. And it usually takes like a life event to really get somebody to really say, you know what, I've had enough of hiding who I am. I'm a drug addict, or I'm gay, or I'm not to walk around and be a victim because I'm a person with a disability. I'm going to kind of self-actualize and take ownership of my life and make it something that is valuable and make me victorious instead of being a victim. And I think that some people's life event, as it pertains to needing to be fixed, some people's life event is a relationship. It takes times a relationship for you to be faced with where you're broken, And so people are like, oh, okay.
Come on, breathe.
Listen. Why? The only reason why I can be so strong and speak now like this is because Ralph has, the way he talks, he changes, he'll change your life. And just listen to him for 9 years, it was no way my life couldn't just start to change. All he does is talk. Y'all see it. Y'all already see it.
Right. So I do think people try to get into relationships because they feel like, and I tell people all the time whenever I do couples counseling is that it's not the job of your partner to fix you.
Right.
Absolutely right.
It's not the job of your partner to make you happy. It's not the job of your partner to make you love yourself. That is all your own responsibility. It's the job of your partner to be there to support you, to love you, to complement your own happiness. Being just going to put a mirror in front of your face about your insecurities, things you don't like about yourself, and it may force you to either go seek help or it'll break up the relationship.
And then they get into another relationship that shows them the same thing. And relationship until they get old enough to realize the pattern.
Oh, it's me.
And say, oh,
right. It's you. It's me. It's me.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
I think Gary was something.
I will say this, that like the thing with that is that I feel like when it comes to people, like when it comes to the whole relationship thing, that let's say for instance that like, it's something about him that I'm drawn to. Not that I'm looking for him to fix me, but I'm looking for something to actually help me be as bold as you are or whatever. Yeah. So like his strength may actually rub off on me to the point where it's like, okay, I can be this person, be that person, vice versa. One of the things I will say about me and him is that like, and I always say this to him all the time and a few of my friends as well too, that relationships can be really, really challenging, really, really hard, and a lot of times can be very tricky. But they don't realize that you're dealing with three things when you come into a relationship. You're dealing with the growth of yourself, you're dealing with the growth of that person as you're witnessing it, and you're dealing with the growth within the both of you guys that's coming together. And so like literally like having to like deal with, well, the strength that he's like showing me and the strength that I'm showing him or whatever, it kind of like comes together in the sense of, okay, I'm going for you, I'm going with you, and you're going too, we can do this together. And therefore there's no need for you to be so shy to do these things or be so taken back when literally I'm giving you what you can give me and we can do it and just go forward. So
yeah, and I mean, you make yourself stronger. Like when you have strengths and weaknesses that complement each other.
Yeah, perfectly said. That was good. That was very good.
Thank you.
But it's so dope that y'all say that too, because then it's like we get in these long-term relationships and we're able to survive that storm. And now it's just like we all have that unconditional love for each other. And it's just like, that is beautiful.
It's so good. It's so good. Once you pass that storm, it's like, it gets better and better. It just keeps going up. And if you keep working on it, if both parties are working on it, the up will continue. It'll never stop if both are working on it.
Right.
Right. You both have to be committed to the compromise You can't have one person more committed to the relationship than the other.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people, you know, will find themselves in that type of situation. It becomes very toxic very quickly.
Right.
And they might accept it because they're broken. They don't know that they're broken. They might say, all right, well, I know he loves me, but he keeps doing this and it hurts me. So I'm just gonna stay, you know, at one point, Eric and I were like that. When I met Eric, I didn't find him the way he is now. I'm speaking from experience. We ain't perfect. I was in the mirror like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was like, you know, I really feel like there's a person in there that I used to know that is broken and he wants to be fixed and he'll do the work. It's one thing to be with somebody who is broken and they're not trying to be fixed. They're not trying to do the work. They're not trying to be a better person for themselves or for you. Yeah. But find someone who's willing to do the work that just kind of needs some light on their path. That's a completely different situation. I mean, I wouldn't recommend somebody just saying, you know, I can go in and fix this hoe. Mm-hmm. But, you know, nobody's perfect, you know.
And so. I say all the time, and for myself and for my character and principle, like, the only accepted apology is changed behavior. Everything else after that is just sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. You know, I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to always be better. So I can't be sorry. I have to change. I have to do something, fix it and make it better or tweak something. It doesn't, you know.
When I met him, he was an alcoholic. I mean, a raging.
I am not an alcoholic anymore.
Blackout alcoholic. And he is now sober 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So
a lot of change. This relationship has, I mean, like I said, it's made me a different person. But I've done all the work, and he has been right by my side to say, "Baby, do it. You got this."
I love it. Look, you all have made tonight, like all of you have made tonight amazing. It's a different vibe than we had last week. You all did name drops or some drama.
Gushy love. So it was like we had a full circle.
Yes, give yourself a hand. Yes. So look, we're gonna wrap things up, and I just want to remind people who are watching, we do this every Friday night at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. So that's like East Coast time, right? You know, Virginia, New York, Philly, New York,
DC.
Nervous laugh.
All of them.
Ralphie, where do you guys live in Atlanta?
Union City.
Okay, South Side. There you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if couples are watching this and you want to join us next Friday at 8 p.m., 8:00, you can you have to click, you have to like Better Way to Meet. Go to Better Way to Meet on Facebook. Better Way to Meet on Facebook. I think, yeah, there you go. Just like it, and we will, you get the alerts for the live. And if you need couples counseling, go to betterwaytomeet.com. Let's have a conversation. Let me help you support your relationship to take it to the next level. Make sure you like and share this video if you are watching so your other couples can see this. Again, thanks to the couples for joining.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, y'all. I'll take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Cheers.